name is Maria Lorenzo, and I am co-owner of El Encanto Restaurant. Please come inside. We are going to. I'm going to go be showing you this side of the wall. It's a nostalgic wall for us. Every Puerto Rican that comes in and looks at this side, they will remember a lot of things from Puerto Rico and from when they were young. So I call this the nostalgia wall. There's a few pictures of random people, and some of them, but we also have pictures of people that I would say marked us as childs in Puerto Rico. We have Don Cholito here. He was a TV show comedian. He was very well known. This guy here is very well known, maybe not for the best. He was a fugitive for many years, and he hid in the woods for so many years. He would how do you call this? He would kidnap women and take them to the woods. For some reason, what made him very famous is after he would do that, they wouldn't want to leave. So it's a mystery of why, but that's what he's known for. But he was eventually caught, and unfortunately he took his own life before going to jail, but he was caught. And this guy here, he was a truck driver for that bread company in Puerto Rico, and he became famous. People see them get off that ginormous truck, and then he was like this big. So he became a celebrity, I would say. Kids would love him. They started bringing him to different TV shows and stuff like that. This is random people. It's just pictures of the backgrounds of Puerto Rico back in the day. I would say it's compared to what Amish do in their lands and the way they do everything by hand. That used to be like that. And there's still a couple people in Puerto Rico that actually do things like that, but not much. This was, I think this was a country living, I would say. Not much people live like this anymore, but I think those are the best years, I have to say. This guy right here was the tallest man in Puerto Rico. He became a legend. He became a celebrity because of his height back in the day. He does not exist anymore, but he is very well remembered. This right here is my grandfather when he won this cow. He won this cow at a fair, and it turned out she was pregnant. Nobody knew she was pregnant, so he got a cow and a calf without even knowing. He won. It was an agriculture something day, and I know he won like a prize for one of the best agriculture. Well, yeah, that. But he's my grandfather, my dad's father. This here, he is from my native town. He was a teacher, a history teacher, but he was I don't know how you would call this, artisan. He did a lot of carving, and well, he became very famous in Puerto Rico right now in Aguada, which is my town. The basketball team is named under his name. He was known as the Santero, which he did a lot of saint carvings. I don't know what the name comes from. Here we decided to do a little replica of are very common back in the day houses, the way people would live back in the day. So we decided to do a little replica of that, so people would get to see, and plus it looks beautiful. So I made our restaurant look cute. We have this little frog here. This is a coqui. They're native to Puerto Rico. I know there are a couple islands that also have them, but they're very native to Puerto Rico, especially this species of coqui. They sing every night. If you go to Puerto Rico, all you're gonna hear at night is the coqui. My stepdaughter sculptured him. It was really cute. And here's another, I would say, mural of, I guess, the way we saw Puerto Rico. My son did this mural for us, and my 15-year-old daughter helped out too. So everything you see here is like handmade by all of us. Everybody put a little bit of their talent. My only talent is food, unfortunately. I'm not really good with my hands for that. This wall here, we decided to put up this wall for people that do not know Puerto Rico and would like to know a little bit more about it. We put up a wall of a lot of important places in Puerto Rico, places that are unique to Puerto Rico. That way we put like information under every picture for people to get to see or read what Puerto Rico is all about. And I think we chose the right pictures to describe what Puerto Rico is. Different pictures from different places that, I don't know, I think places that are mark a history in you when you travel and visit. It's very beautiful. I have to definitely talk about this picture right here. This is in Isabela, Puerto Rico. That right there is a ginormous hole that's on a mountain right on the shore or next to this the beach. And legend says, because there's a legend under this, this man named Jacinto, he was walking with his cow next to that hole, and his cow fell and it dragged him with. So they both fell and like killed themselves. People say that if you stand in the on the top and you say Jacinto dame la vaca, which means Jacinto give me your cow, water splashes right up, and everybody says it's him, like, I guess, upset with you. Ever since I was a little kid, I always heard about this, but I didn't get to see that or be there until I was like 14. It was very interesting because it actually did work. This is La Bahía Fosforescente. It's it glows in the dark or at night, and you go there and they take you on these boat rides, and they let you touch the water and you actually see all that water glowing. There's I think it's how would I call this? I know it's some type of bacteria that's in the water, but it's good bacteria. It's not bad bacteria, but it makes it glow. So it's really interesting. This is El Morro. It's very a lot tourists if they don't go to Puerto Rico, if they don't go to the Morro, they did not go to Puerto Rico. That was built by people from Spain when they discovered Puerto Rico, and they would I guess they would have wars over lands, and that was there where they have all the canyons and all that stuff. This is the old San Juan. It's called the old San Juan because San Juan was remodeled entirely, but that was kept just like it was since it existed. So all that is original to, oh my Lord, I don't know how old that would be, but everything was remodeled but that section. That stays like that. That's why they call it Old San Juan. And map of Puerto Rico, of course. You can't not have that here. And this little spot right here is very small, but it's very important to us. This is my nephew, and when we said we were gonna open a restaurant, he said he wanted to donate his favorite hat and his souvenir. So I thought it was very cute for him, so we dedicated it to him. He said, I remember when we first opened, he was already in Puerto Rico, so I sent him a video of that, and it made him really excited. He was really happy about it. So this is my restaurant. I'm gonna show you guys a little bit of what foods we make and explain about the foods that we make. Let me just go ahead and clear that out so you guys can see. And did not talk about that wall. And that wall is also very important. Sorry, I completely forgot. So Encanto started with a food truck. So we definitely had to have that food truck there. It's actually a gift from a customer. He thought it looked like ours. So he gifted us that food truck, or that little truck, and we fixed it and made it look like the one we actually have, the one we started with. This is my team. Some of them are not here with us right now, but this is definitely what we started with, and it's all family. It's very all family. I mean, it's not strictly have to be family, but everybody likes to actually be here and work here, so I like that. And this here, my youngest daughter, now 16. She is just like me. She's not very talented with her hands. So everybody did something with their hands here. So she came up with that poem. And she said, that's my gift to the restaurant because I cannot do something with my hands because she's not artistic with the hands, but she's very artistic with her. And so she did that poem for us. So it's really nice. We make sure we have it there. So we always have a ready to serve menu because you know that there's a lot of people that come for lunch and they don't want to wait. And this is where I put my talent into. I don't know if turning off the light would help. No? Okay. Well, we always have rice. Rice is very common and very, very important in Puerto Rico. I guess grandmas thought that if there was no rice, that was not food. So rice is our main dish, I would say, rice and the beans. That's what makes you strong. That's how my grandma used to say to us. So Puerto Rican food is very Caribbean food. We do, aside from doing a lot with rice, we do a lot with chicken. It's like chicken and pork is like number one. Back in the day, they would grow chicken and they would have pigs just to have meat in the house. But everything is very, very Caribbean. It's nothing spicy unless you want anything spicy, and then and it's very flavorful. And my grandmother used to always say, if you're gonna make any food, make it out of your soul. Stand there and cook out of your soul, and you will have the best meal ever. So I always kept that, and we make sure that when we cook and when we make our foods, it's something that fills you from the inside. And so this is my part here. I do this part. I can do more of the restaurant style food, but that's not my thing. I still do it, but it's not my thing. I am more about the traditional, the food that every Puerto Rican come here and be like, I want something that remind me of my grandmother or when I was younger. And we always have something. Always.
It smells so good. I wish people could smell it.
Yes. We put a lot of seasoning into it. And I have to say that it stands out. I have a lot of people come in here. I've had customers cry and they sit and they eat their food. I had this customer. I went up to her to ask her if everything was okay with her food. She's like, she couldn't stop crying. I was like, are you okay? She's like, you brought my grandmother back, like, to me. She was eating her food and she was bawling, like crying. And she's like, when I put this in my mouth, the first thing that came to my mind was my grandmother, and I felt it was my grandmother feeding me. So it was very sentimental to her. It felt good. I feel sad for her, but at the same time, it felt good because that's exactly what I want to bring.
Well, thank you so much for giving us a tour of your restaurant. It's just amazing. It's beautiful. And it's just, thank you for giving us the history of Puerto Rico. And it was just a beautiful experience. And
Thank you.
definitely look forward to eating at your restaurant. And I definitely encourage others to eat at your restaurant as well.
Thank you.
Thank you.